Alrighty, hi there, we're back again, back at home base. Today is a projects day. Mr. Drew is suffering through. Alright, so it's going to be a hot one today. So we have started early, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, it's already 32 degrees, it's going to be 36 here today. But I have some problems that need to be solved in here. So there's a few things that have been bugging me and that just don't really work. So today we're going to be building stuff. Time to get the tools out again. So alright, a little bit of what we're about to work on. The bed works, goes up and down, that's great, but because of the foam mattress it actually sticks out quite a bit from the actual base, so we lose that bit of room. So because it sticks out anyway, I don't think it sticks out much more when it's actually down in bed mode. So I'm going to look at that and see if there's, maybe we just leave it down in bed mode from now on. We can always use it in couch mode when we want to, but for travel purposes, because Mr. Drew likes to sit right here behind me, so he's somewhat on the bed. This ottoman squishes between that and the plastic unit that's there, which warps it and makes it go all out. It's not the sturdiest of machine things, so I'm going to try and maybe screw some wood. Hang on. And here I am again. See how it just pops out of the top here? It's quite annoying, and it pushes out here quite a bit. It is wedged in the seat gap there, which works perfectly, but it just doesn't stay there. And when I wedge this in this spot, the fridge is there, and it gives him something stable to stand on. But it also sits on top of my fridge, which I really don't think I like that idea very much at all. So the aim is to get some timber to just put down the side here, screw it into place, and put one along the bottom so that it's a bit more stable to the actual shelf itself, because as you can see it moves about a bit, so that's not good. It holds random stuff which I'm hoping to condense down yet again, but it does come in very handy for, I have a habit of spilling my drinks. But this spot here fits a can perfectly, so, or my cup or my drink bottle, so I would really like to keep it. It's got his toys, got toilet spray, vinegar spray, air guard, fly spray, just things like that. Now this ottoman, every time I pull the bed down, I then have to pick it up and put it on the front seat, which is kind of annoying. It's a little bit heavy. This ottoman I basically filled with stuff to put here, so he had something to stand on so it doesn't fall off the seat. Now it's got an empty one at the minute because I just used it, a 5-litre oil can, a fire extinguisher, all my clips and bands, and then a caddy that's just full of some sarongs and tapestries and spare toilet paper and spare bags, a water fan, and my bug screens for over the slider. So the plan is to what I would like to do is, you'll be able to see, you can. Alright, so we'll take the bin out. I have this box that sits in the centre console. It has my water cooler in it. Great, if I need it. If I don't, well then, yeah. So winter time it doesn't need to be in here. But it's also taken up that space. So my plan is to build a wooden box that will go in that particular space and fill it with all the things that are in that ottoman. That way the space is being utilised well. I'm hoping that I can fit everything from the ottoman in this box, plus the aerosol cans and the bug screens, and everything can go in there instead. This here, I will find another spot for. As I said, this is seasonal and doesn't always need to be in here. So I can find a spot for that if and when it is actually needed on a hot trip, which I haven't actually used yet, but the day will come. I have actually used it in the bedroom more than once, so yeah. As I said, that's one of the plans for today. Well, that's the second plan for today. Strengthening that plastic unit, building a wooden box for here to store all of that stuff in it so we can get rid of the ottoman. And then the third project for the day is, once again, I'm going to disappear over the other side. Okay, so we need to solve the problem of Mr. Drew falling off of the couch, because I don't like it when he just stands on here with his head out the window. If he slips and drops, he smacks his head on the window, which is never good. This poor little bugger's so hot, but he will not go inside because heavens forbid I should go out without him. And I don't really like him standing on my fridge and sitting on my fridge. He likes to sit there and he puts his head up on the seat rest or over this side and just, yeah, he's got to be close to mum. So I am thinking, if this is not in here, obviously the fridge will be, and that will sit here. I'm going to get some plyboard, put some carpet on it, and make a ledge that will go from the bed over the fridge and have its own support bar that goes behind the couch. And that will be his ledge. It will have hinges on it, so that way when it's not needed it can just be folded in half and shoved in a gap somewhere, so that will be handy. It somewhat needs, I'm thinking about getting those shelf hinges that people use to hold up their shelves, only because the fridge doesn't stay in here when it's hot permanently, because obviously that's not good for the fridge if it's not being used and it's just sitting out in 40-degree heat. So, but when we go for drives and I take him on walks, he still needs something to stand on. So, that is the idea. That will give additional storage for when we're traveling, like all the bags and that can sort of go underneath it and things like that. But so 3 projects for today. Smash them out because it's going to be 36 degrees. All right, and the goal for today is to hopefully not go to Bunnings. So welcome to my shed. I like to tinker and I really like to build stuff and upcycle anything. So I have a lot of building materials here. Lots of plyboard, lots of bits of board. Yes, so hopefully I can find everything that I need in here. I do even have some carpet just here that I bought for another project that never eventuated. So yeah, let's see how we go. Okay, let's get a fucking hold out of here. And it's taken, there's been a few mix-ups which you might actually discover in the video, but if you don't, well, I'm not going to tell you about. But where there's a will, there's a way. And these brackets are like my best friend. I know it's overkill, and there's probably an easier way to do it, but this works for me, and I use them on absolutely everything. Now, everything seems to fit in the box. This side seems to be a little short, but I'm wondering if I've used the wrong piece. No, I have definitely not. But that doesn't matter, because there will be a lid that will go on it. And the gap isn't irrelevant. So now we just need to figure out whether or not it's going to fit where it's supposed to go. So let's go see. Alright, the moment of truth. It still needs a couple more trusty brackets, but let's just see what's going to fit first, shall we? Excuse me, that's not cool. You're right in the way. You know that, right? Oh, snug as. Let's see how we go. We'll be bins. And it fits. Let's have a look. So, here we go. Bin still fits nicely. It's a little wonky because it's not very flat there, but that's right, I can chop that up with something else. Alright, so there we go. And obviously the top will come in line with the toilet and the hand rest. So let's have a look. How much crap can we get in there? We have now a free shelf over here too, which is handy. So, but I would like that is my bag of clamps and stuff, which is cool. That can possibly go elsewhere. We will have to see. As I said, we've got a few things, spare bags. Not really sure if I want my toilet rolls in there now. Spare toilet roll. More garbage bags for the toilet. The fan won't fit. Keep a heap of these extra large bags around for just in cases. Yeah. Okay, well that's pretty much everything in there, except for my bug nets, which I'm hoping if the bed stays out on a permanent basis, I will be able to slip this cane basket, or this plastic basket, fold them down more, stick those in there, and that's completely eliminated this ottoman. So, mind me, like a mess, but that's job one done. Score! Win! Oh, I've still got to do the lid, but that's alright, I'll do that after. Alright, still had a look, and I'm thinking that I might not have to line it with wood. If I put a screw through here and here and here, it will keep it all together. So I'm going to try that. So there we go. 2 jobs done. I haven't secured it to the floor. It doesn't seem too bad. now. Seems a lot more secure. They shouldn't pop apart. It's 34 degrees and 1:15 now. I have one other job that I need to see. And for anyone that's concerned about Mr. Drew, well, you know what? I've tried to take him inside. He will not go inside. He will not leave the van because he's paranoid that I'm going to leave without him. That's why I've set up a fan. It's on high. What can I do? He has water. He's not happy. What you doing, Bobby? You need to go inside. Yes, you need to go inside. There's nothing cool inside. Nope. Won't have a bar of it. Will you? No, you're too scared Mummy's going to leave without you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You're going to have to get off that bed though, because that's the next job that I've got to do. Which means I know you need to go and get the fridge and bring that out here. Put that in place. And go from there. But yeah, so I am covered in crap and sweating like a pig and good old Aussie summer. What can you do? Van life projects. Oh, you just sound terrible. Go inside. I have extra room on the shelf. I have sorted that out. I'm going to need to find a new spot for my solar panels, but I'm hoping to get a bigger set so they won't fit there anyway. Yeah. Come on, Ashka. Here. Come on, get out. Get. Oh, no. Straight back up on the bed. He's a dickhead. Oh, I get the a lot actually when I'm not doing what he wants me to do. Alright, so I'm going to go get the fridge and I'm going to see what I can do about this third little problem. But kicking goals today. Okay, so I took a quick break, had something to eat because I was fucking starving. I hadn't eaten all day, and I had a thought. Now, I don't want the bed down all the time because I do have quite a bit of room. If you look there, now that is with the mattress sitting all the way back like it's supposed to. Like there's the frame there. So what I have done is I have grabbed a couple of extra straps and gone around the corners, and we will see how that goes in holding it back where it's supposed to stay, because that is the problem. The problem is when it's in upright mode, the foam doesn't like to be bent like that, and I do have straps holding it in somewhat into place, but the mattress still just slides out and comes out to about here, and I lose probably about that much room during the day, which is not what you want in a very small vehicle. Can you please stop licking me? I'm covered in sawdust, baby. I know. Go inside. I tried. He won't go inside. So I will see how that goes in holding the mattress back in place and go from there. And it doesn't look like I'm going to need any extra room underneath the bed because I've managed to make just as much room there. And when I put, okay, so there's going to be I want to make a piece of board that's going to come out from and sit on the bed underneath the mattress and come across the top and go down there, so that way he's not sitting on my fridge and he won't fall off the couch. So it's going to need to be a big piece of wood. That is my next job. Everywhere at the minute. And then I actually do have one other job. There is a fourth job. The back window block out fires the thing keeps falling out, and it's not really the heat proof one, it's just this black board. So I have started using cardboard to keep my window covers in because they fall out all the time. They must come on in. Up. Go on then. They must shrink an increase in size with the weather. I don't know, sometimes they fit perfectly, sometimes they don't. So I have squares of cardboard that I just wedge in there and they hold them in place, which works perfectly. So I'm going to see if I can use the old actual, what do you call it, sun visor one for the back window and do the same thing with some bits of cardboard and just hold it into place that way. But we will see how that goes. Kicking goals. Let's go let's do some measuring and find some wood for this other little problem. Okay, so I've had a look. It's different heights, it's different sizes. It's a pain in the ass. So, what am I thinking? I am thinking maybe one of those small white tables that the legs fold in, you can adjust, and you can fold in half. If that fits there, that would be awesome, because it's only for travel. So then when I'm not traveling and I'm camped up somewhere, it can go outside as an actual table or in the rooftop box for storage. I was thinking about making something and getting the hinges and everything fold down, but it just seems like a huge head fuck if I can find a table the right size. So I'm going to do some Googling. I'm going to take this boy inside because he's hyperventilating out here and he refuses to stay inside. So I think that's it for today. I've achieved a lot and I have an idea. Oh, I've still got to do that back window thing. I might do that another day. I'm bad bit enough, I think. And Megan 2 has just, I think, come out on Netflix. My sister watched it the other night. I don't think I've seen number 2. So I might go and have me a nice shower, crank some AC and watch a couple of horror movies. But yeah, thanks for joining me today on my adventure. I did manage to fix my white shelf up and build my cupboard. So I have achieved plenty as far as I'm concerned. And I can do some Googling about a table. That white piece of wood seems to be like the perfect sort of width and length, so I like that. I'll take that measurements and see if I can get one of those tables. As I said, I'm hoping I can, because that would be perfect, and if these straps work, that solves that problem. And they don't even ever have to come off really, unless unless I'm washing the sheet, because all the other blankets are over the top of them. So let's see how we go there. It's still sticking out quite a bit though, but that's right, it's heaps better than it has been, so happy with that. Everything is in. Yeah, all good. That's it for me for now. And my hopes of going away next weekend have pretty much been dashed, because it's going to be like 36 degrees again next Friday. So I don't know about Saturday and Sunday, but don't know. I'm over this. Never thought I'd actually want winter to come back. But just some cooler weekends. I don't care how hot it is during the week. Just cool down on the weekends so I can go up the river. Oh, anywho, thanks for joining me. See you next time.